Simon & Schuster Audio presents Say You'll Be There by Nina Millns, read by Akilha Shraya. Prologue. It took a month to find a day they could all do. And even then, it was a remote conversation, online. Despite all three of them being in the same city, they had opted to talk via computer, and they were all relieved. They were nervous in their different ways, but also in the same way. The way any form of reunion with people who have known you for so long engenders. The way it forces you to assess your own life in anticipation of others doing precisely that. Looking around at your everyday situation. Scrutinizing yourself in the mirror and finding it all inevitably disappointing. A bit embarrassing. Not quite the success you'd expect you'd be by this point. Far from it, in fact. And then the regret. Why put themselves through this? Why drag it all up again? Shine a light on all the wrinkly, dusty, bulgy parts. Why not just carry on interacting with only those who were newer acquaintances, who'd only ever known you to be disappointingly middle-aged from the start, who didn't remember your smooth skin, lithe body, bright mind, your potential? Then came the defensiveness. Fuck them. If they're going to be so judgmental, then maybe they should think about their own sorry situation first. And actually, I'm very happy with my life, thanks. And if you've got a problem, you know what you can do with it. Then the self-righteousness followed by a desperate need to impress. Work's going amazingly well, actually. And I'm just happy, you know? Good balance and all that. Just glad not to be a walking stereotype. Free of labels. It's a breath of fresh air, actually. It felt like a mistake now. Each of them wondering why they had to agree to this. Over the decades, they'd bumped into each other, mostly online, every now and then in person. It always started a bit overly enthusiastic, trying to outdo each other with how generous they were about the other person, how humble and self-effacing they were about themselves. No comparison, no competition. Eventually they'd fall into an almost comfortable familiarity. That's when the chat became quieter, less forced, monosyllabic at times, so much less needing to be said. Often there was a quip, a witty observation, a reference to an old in-joke followed by a giggle. A sound they had forgotten their bodies could make. Girly, young, involuntary. But there was also a moment where the distance, the miles covered without each other, made itself known. A slight misunderstanding, something patronizing, an insensitive comment that caused a gaping crevice to open up between them. Distance so vast and sudden, they had no idea how to bridge it. And so they drifted apart once more. But then, once the smarting had eased, they'd see a comment or a like on their socials, maybe even a text message, and the little girl...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?